Total Conflict Resistance is a unique symbiosis of global strategy, tactics, and first-person action. Realistic massive battles, many types of armored vehicles, weapons, uniforms, unique mechanics, super immersive gameplay. You control one of many nation states on a grand overworld map where construction, trade, diplomacy, politics, and of course warfare will all be a part of the gameplay in deciding who will ultimately reign supreme.
Target spotted.
What's up everybody, and welcome back to the Military Simulator Tactical Shooter and Historic Gaming channel, home of the weekly Steam Key giveaway. Make sure you're subscribed and ring that bell because there's no better time to be a viewer of the channel, as for the next several months we are giving away copies of Postscriptum, Beyond the Wire, Easy Red 2, and its new DLC Stalingrad. Super easy to enter, just be subscribed, a part of our little Discord, it's linked below, and then drop a comment. Leave your Discord name and number in your comment, it's going to work as your ticket stub. It's just as easy as that. So this rather ambitious game kind of came out of nowhere. You can actually go play it right now on Steam, at least the demo, albeit it's very much so in an alpha state. But all the features and mechanics these devs plan on putting into the game is something I don't think has ever really been done before. Now we've seen RTS and FPS hybrids before, but this takes it a step higher, takes it to a grander level. Now these nation states are fictitious, I do believe, but they have almost a lore put together here, a history. This could be just the game for you immersion nuts. As it reads, in a tragic time, history elevates great people to the crest, but the tragedies themselves are the work of mediocrities. At the beginning of the century, the island state of Cambria was a densely populated, vibrant, wealthy state. It seemed that soon a golden age would come for Cambria. How could it happen that only 20 years later, this very Cambria would be fragmented, that its elite was divided into warring parties, that the townspeople rebelled, that its people languished under an unbearable burden of taxes, that provinces fell one after another, the gangs of mercenaries, that the people openly laughed at the government. Money depreciated, commerce was paralyzed, and poverty reigned everywhere. No one knew what tomorrow would bring. Why did this state collapse? Mediocrity. The mediocrity of its president, ministers, and officials. Their stupid vanity, their frivolity in state affairs, their inability to surround themselves with the right people, their carelessness, arrogance, inability to hatch great plans, or even follow those that were born before them. Everything perishes when stupid people are at the head of the state. On the ruins of greatness, unity disintegrates. The continent is engulfed in civil war. Chaos reigns everywhere. Parties are at war with each other, while gangs of marauders are devastating settlements. Now it's up to you. Command units. Create a full-fledged army. Produce or purchase armored vehicles and weapons. Build fortifications, outposts, settlements. Manage combat operations from the first person or in tactical mode. Control different cars, armored personnel carriers, helicopters, tanks, and self-propelled guns. Lead large-scale battles, up to 200 people at the same time, on tactical maps using a large selection of weapons. Create your own state or join existing factions. Use diplomacy, make alliances, declare wars, capture provinces, make Cambria great again. From the first-person mode, you'll be able to manage your squads with a large number of team functions. You'll be able to manage the team from this perspective and give out orders. You can give out an order to a single fighter, a squad, or an entire unit. From the tactical mode, you'll be giving orders to your squads on the battlefield from a bird's eye view. Units have many options, from how they shoot to how they move, weapon mode use, etc. Now, here's where Total Conflict Resistance here is paving way a new path that I don't think's really been seen before in this hybrid genre. And that's when it comes to its strategic mode. A grand detailed map of the island, divided into provinces, almost as a separate game mode. Foreign and domestic policy, economy, industry, diplomacy, political events, on the decision of which the future fate of the state depends. Various decrees and studies, research, several nations and religions, political factions of the left and right, democracy and republic, monarchy. So as you probably already guessed, you will move around this grand map, participating in politics, trade, construction even. From here, you will move troops around, almost like a game of Risk. And very simply, when some of your troops run into enemy troops, or your troops run into an enemy settlement, or vice versa, you then go into a battle, where it is decided from the first-person mode or the tactical view. Now you can switch between the two on the fly. It's not like you have to choose one or the other. This is where it gets fun. There is an albeit primitive massive destruction model, but for the most part, everything can be plowed to the ground. Now, this is a very early build, but the devs are aiming for realism. A complex system of hit zones for infantry and vehicles, ballistic systems, penetration, muzzle velocity per bullet or projectile, realistic graphics, sound, physics, animations, and effects. Now, when it comes to small arms, there are already about 50 types of various rifles, pistols, machine guns, rocket launchers, and modifications for all of the weapons. You'll be able to modify weapons for your troops in a special editor. You'll have stocks, grips, magazines, sights, silencers, muzzle brakes, and recoil compensators at your disposal. Vehicles, from civilian cars, armored personnel carriers or APCs, you have tanks, self-propelled artillery, and much more. You'll be able to control each and every vehicle from the first or third person. Customize your soldiers. You'll be able to select exactly which brigade your boys will be rocking in the battle. Choose from a huge number of various uniforms, camouflage, body armor, and helmets. Also gas masks and other accessories. Since you'll also be able to create regular or special uniforms via a special detachment template editor. I would imagine maybe you'll be able to create your own insignias in like a paint kind of app. Not sure exactly what that means. Logistics and supplies. You'll be able to load your trucks up with ammo, weapons, food, medical supplies, and fuel. All of these supplies will be used in battle. You'll also be able to deliver infantry and or cargo to the front lines using several types of trucks. Air Force. That's right, you research enough, work your way up the tech tree, and you will have for yourself a mighty Air Force where you'll be able to deal out airstrikes, even plan landing operations, or just conduct reconnaissance. Now, like I said, there is a demo for a very early build over on Steam. I'm going to leave a link in the pinned comment, so go check it out. Now, the rudimentary destruction systems is pretty much going to give you enough fun to make it worth downloading. Nothing like shooting over some trees with a machine gun and carve out your own path. But most importantly, I want to know down in the comments what you guys think. Is this something you could get into? I used to love playing a game called Natural Selection 2, which was an RTS FPS hybrid, but it was very simple. There was no grand about it. That's all. I just want to know your guys' thoughts. I don't know what to think about this one. I know the FPS and vehicle play is pretty decent for an alpha build. Who knows, if the devs do good work, I could see this really kicking some ass in a few years. But again, what do I know? I want to hear your guys' thoughts down in the comments. Don't be shy. Guys, we are racing towards 5,000 subscribers. Can we hit it before year's end? I think we can. For a little incentive to make you guys subscribe for me at gunpoint. No, I kid. We're giving away Steam keys every week, or one a week for the foreseeable future. We got Postscriptum, Beyond the Wire, Easy Red 2, and Stalingrad DLC to give away to you guys, man. Tell your friends, don't be greedy. I guess we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. And speaking of a winner, Mr. Bobert, congratulations. Come on down, DM me on Discord, make your selection, and I'll promptly get the key right to you. Alright guys, again I want to thank you all for watching. Special shout out to my channel members, the Mil-Simp minions. Consider supporting the channel, joining the ranks. Now all 3 tiers will give you double the entry in every week's Steam Key giveaway. That's right, as little as 25 cents a week could go a long way in winning you a $30, $40 game, or mini games for that matter. Also, while you're at the Discord, if you record your own gameplay, submit your clips in the Submit Your Clips section. Whether it's a funny clip, a kill streak, anything impressive really, come share in the Submit Your Clips section, because eventually I'm going to get to making the 4th episode of the top 10 Mil-Simp moments, and whoever provides the first place clip wins the selection of a Steam Key, of course. Good luck to everybody in the giveaways. I'll see you boys in the next one. Y'all be good to each other.